Friends, from today we are going to start something new and we are quite excited about it. We will be talking about various books, and as you know, we love kids' literature a lot. Kids, being our future, required good books that provide them values and importance of them, and we Indians to the land of stories. Our ancestors knew that the best way to implant values in a kid is stories and metaphors. Actually, the knowledge doesn't have to be burdened onto them. They should get the things when they are quite enjoying them, and that is the best way for education, and that is how the roots of Panchatantra or Hitopadesha are seeded. In these books, interesting stories are viewed around a central thought and told to the growing ups. And this keep happening through generations around the world in almost all the cultures. Eventually, with the technological advancement, we found other media to communicate those thoughts, morals, and more importantly, knowledge. I still think stories are the best way to convey a message successfully, and we love reading and hearing stories. Stories of hope, stories of better future, stories for getting inspiration. And probably that's why all the popular readers are good orators. Though it is something essential part of a healthy society, we find comparatively lesser books are intended for kids written in a way that they spread knowledge as well. So when recently Mr. Vasant Dave approached us for a book which is a kid special story, it is named as Secrets of a Harpan Pot. We were quite enthusiastic to explore it, to see what is there in that. On a personal note, we know Mr. Dave since a while now because we got a chance to read his earlier book, Trade Winds to Meluha. That is eventually we found a well researched book. We got a chance to have an author interview with him also, and it was in the context of the book, but we got to know various side of personalities of Mr. Dave as well. I will be adding quick links to the author interview as well as the book review in the description below. So let us continue our conversation. We were in no doubt that this short ebook that Mr. Dave is referring to as The Secrets of Harappan Port must have its share of positive attributes and that should not be ignored. So I proposed to our team that can we prioritize this book in our book review queue because we are having a long queue of books to read and share our views and reviews with you all. Eventually, our team was also positive, and I got a chance to read this book. And here are my unbiased and personal views and reviews for Secrets of a Harappan Pot by Mr. Vasant Dave. The book cover is like a doorway to the fictional world we are going to explore. It could be an imaginary world, but there should be something that represent it properly on the cover page. Of course, we should not judge a book by its cover, as it is said, and we quietly believe in that. But at the same time, we also acknowledge the importance of a good cover page. An attractive cover page can change your decisions, it can influence your decision to be precise, and you may or may not want to go for a book just based on the cover page of the book. The cover page of Secrets of a Harappan Pot is not very attractive at the same time. It is not ignorable. The book cover depicts an emperor wearing a Roman or Greek attire, sitting on the throne, having a pot in his hand. Of course, the image is edited, and eventually we will come to know that the emperor is Alexander the Great. So let us take a bird's eye view of the story. A little young girl was given an ancient pot as a gift by her grandmother. Now, she should be happy, right? Because she got a gift, but she was not very happy with that. Why? Like any girl, she thought probably rather than spending too much money on this old pot with which she couldn't play, it could have been better if her grandmother should have brought her some branded dolls or something like that. She could have played with them instead then. But hearing these thoughts, which she was speaking loudly, uh, the pot didn't feel good. Yeah, it is a story, and that's why the poet can hear, the poet can speak, and so the poet has started thinking about his own journey, or rather than telling his, it would be better we say its journey so far. And the story starts from that point forward and is narrated in poet's own words. The story starts from the time of the civilization of Harappa. During those days, it was probably the very first attempt of making a rounded boat by a potter. It was kind of an unthinkable task till then, but encouraged by his wife, the potter decided to give it a try, and eventually he was able to make a rounded pot. It was kind of an achievement those days. To add to that, a scene from the Thirsty Crow story was engraved on it. The story down in the line of the history of mankind became very popular, and it was included in the fables of many cultures and civilizations. The pot, due the course, passed through the hands of the Persian emperor to the Alexander the Great to the modern times, and eventually changing hands she came to the grandmom's hand, and she has given it to the as a gift to this young girl. Now let us not go into the very deep of the story and check all the elements of the story, because then it will affect your reading experience. So let me share my views and reviews for this story. I must say that Mr. Dave comes with an interesting story for sure. He viewed together historical incidents with a fictional tale in a brilliant way, and linked it with the Thirsty Crow tale as well. So it linked with fables also. It is simply brilliant. We need more such stories that introduce kids to the history of mankind in an interesting manner. The main reason most of the student hates to study, or better to stay, not hate, but not very keen about study, especially history, because it is presented them into quite a boring ways, and they may not like to remember just the dates and incidents. When it comes to education, why don't we look at the tales of Panchatantra when we design our course curriculum, our education system, especially after the freedoms from the invaders now? If presented in an interesting manner, history is a great stream of knowledge and wisdom. It let us logically deduce what to do and what should not. It also helps us to understand the evolution. The irony of the system, as the famous IIT and Mr. Arvind Gupta says, is we read children go to school and run away from the school repetitively when school day starts and ends, and it affects the psyche of the student also. Sticking to the book rather than using words that you need to find a dictionary to decode them, the author uses simple day to day language here. For example, here is a block of line from the book. The girl, spotting two pilots, looked at the wrinkled lady in disgust. £4, auntie? Grandma, you could have given me a set of branded dolls. But this lousy old pot? That is the honest model representation of the thoughts of a kid, especially very young kid. The author, however, is really good when it comes to write interesting lines as well. Let me share with you another block of good lines from the book, and you will see how effectively he elaborates the way of living in the time of our Harappan civilization, along with emotional bonding between a couple. One sultry afternoon, my creator burped as he finished savoring flat barley bread and yogurt in the shade of pomegranate tree. Abandoning all the worries at the potter's wheel, he lowered his head in his wife's lap. When you hear the following lines from the pot itself, you cannot stop admiring the author for writing such interesting stuff. Here are the lines. My mouth was open, and despite my broad collar coming in the way, I had been able to collect a little rainwater inside my belly. What a beautiful representation of a poet. In addition to historical stuff, to understand that well, the author talks about geographical location in similar way. For example, he says that there is a place called Lothal in the bowl-like formation on the map of India. Now, those who know already know the location of Lothal is in Gujarat, but if you don't know, you can find it on the map. The book has many wisdom lines as well, because say for kids, sending some important messages are also equally important. So why not work on an idea instead of killing it without trying? Now this is a very interesting thought. Basically, we all have to follow it, not only the kids. And rather than just touching famous historical points, the author brings in through the poet's journey, of course, the historical details about the Persian Empire, the time of Ibn Battuta, the famous Chinese travelers' visit to India, the colonial time, and much more. Another positive aspect of the book is the way the author found and viewed historical references through pictures in the book. Some of them are edited, of course. I like the way the author has given a companion to the poet, the protagonist of the story. And yes, the author has mentioned references and credits to the source of the pictures used in throughout the book. One such picture was used on the cover page of the book, and we to give credit to the original source when we are embedding it into our review article or anywhere else. In short, a highly recommended short ebook, not only for the children but to adults alike. Rating? Well, we at Thinkerviews rate it around 8 stars out of 10. So, friends, let us know what do you think about this book, what do you think about this review, and we will move forward. Thank you for listening to this podcast.